everyone, I'm Fenley, designer here at the Bead Floral Studio, and today I'll be showing you how to make these French beaded daisies. It is a project that I will be teaching at the Waukesha Public Library for 10 to 12-year-olds here in Wisconsin on September 28th. The Waukesha Library has a whole floor dedicated just to children's books, children's programs, and they have a really nice play area. I've taken my oldest son there for their play group since he was 18 months old. He's 8 years old now. And I still take all of the children there for their programs. So when the librarian asked me if I would like to teach a class there for children, I immediately said yes. I would love the opportunity to get the next generation into beading. I'm really excited to teach this class for children because you know what they say. You gotta hook them young, right? Get them hooked. Now, not only is this a great project for children, it is a great stepping stone project for adults too. If you want to get started into making beaded flowers, if you can master this simple technique, you can move on to more advanced projects, which you can find in my book, Bead Flora, The Revival of French Beaded Flowers, that was just published this past February. Also, if you would like to teach children on how to make this project, you are more than welcome to download my pattern and also my teaching plans at beadflora.com. I only ask that the class that you're teaching be for not for profit. If you do plan to teach a class, let me know. Send me an email. I would love to know when and where you'll be teaching. Now, let's get started on the tools, materials, and also the directions on how to make this French beaded daisy. This is what is in the kit for the kids class. I already have the beads strung on wire for them. We are using size 11 seed beads strung onto 24 gauge copper core wire. And I will talk a little bit more about the wire in a little bit, and also how to string the beads onto wire, since obviously I won't be stringing the beads on for you. This is just for the kids due to timing of the class. So again, I have these strung on here. We are using yellow, white, and green, and also some floral tape. Now let's talk seed beads. The seed beads that I use are standard size 11 seed beads, and you can find them in most bead stores or craft stores. This is just for reference, we are looking at size 11s. Now let's talk about bead stringing. No, we are not stringing the beads on one by one. That's not how this works. We have tools for that. First of all, I want to show you this tool. It is called a bead spinner. It is a way to string beads on to a spool of wire really, really fast. It is 2 parts. And I'm going to put the beads in. Put it into the bead spinner. And then we're going to take our wire, form the end of the wire into a little hook like this. And I'm going to spin the top here, just the spindle. And I'm going to turn this right. And I'm putting the hook on top, and it's not really, just have it skim the top of the beads. And then you have all of these beads on just like that. What is this? Let's take our little handy dandy ruler and see how much we have here. We have 2.5 inches of beads in just a couple seconds. Isn't that amazing? it pays to invest in this little tool. It costs less than 20 bucks. You can find, this is the Spin and Bead by Beadalon, and you can find it at beadalon.com, or you can even find this or other similar products on Amazon. Now, you ask, what do I do if I don't have a bead spinner? How can I get the beads on? I will show you another method, and it is called the scooping method. So take all of your seed beads and dump it into a little cup bowl like this. This was just a applesauce cup. And always remember to make a little loop or a knot at the end, so your beads don't fall off when you string the beads on. Okay, so again, we're just going to make a little loop. And I'm going to have the loop facing me. So tip your bowl a little bit and then just scoop. Now it's not as fast as using the bead spinner, but it is the best alternative to stringing your beads on one by one. The tools that you'll need are wire cutters, a ruler, and scissors. I want to go over the wire that you will need to use. We will be using 24 gauge copper core wire, and all of these are copper core wires. A lot of times they're labeled as tarnish resistant wire also. You can find pear wire and artistic wire online at their websites, pear wire at pearwire.com, artistic wire at beadalon.com. I've also seen pear wire and artistic wire at Hobby Lobby. You can also find them at a lot of bead stores. The zebra wire you can only find online at Fire Mountain Gems. You can also find some wires at Joann's or Michael's. This brand, this is 26 gauge wire, but you want to get the 24. But I just want to give you an example of the type of wire that you can find at the craft store, and this will work as long as it is the 24 gauge. Another material that you'll need to attach the flower is floral tape, and it is a supply that you can find at the floral section at a craft store. So to get started to make the daisy, we're just going to undo the wire and just straighten the wire out. The first component that we'll be making is the center of the daisy. And for that, I have 2 1/4 inch of yellow seed beads, size 11 seed beads, strung onto 10 inches of silver wire. First, to start out, I'm going to measure out 3 inches for the tail wire. Hold on to that with my left hand. And then I'm going to measure out 3/4 of an inch. And with this, I'm going to make a loop. So cross the wires just beneath the beads so that it forms a loop. There are 2 ways that you can do this. You can put the cross over your finger and hold on to it like this and then twist. Or another way, it is to put your the loop over your forefinger and then twist twice. That is just for the first loop. Now we're going to make another loop. Measure out 3/4 of an inch again. Make a cross. And with here, you can put the cross of wires just over your forefinger. And then hold on to this wire, the tail wire here, with your thumb. You can pull onto the tail wire to secure it slightly, and then twist twice. So now you have 2 continuous loops. And let's do this one more time. Okay, so we're going to twist the 2 ending tail wires together. Just smush the loops together a little, and then twist the 2 ending tail wires together. So now we have the center for our daisy. And I'm going to undo the loops at the end here that I made on the wire. The next component that we'll be making is for the calyx, and that's just the stuff behind the flowers. Again, we'll need our ruler, and I have about 4¼ inches of green beads, size 11 green beads strung onto some green wire. Again, we're going to measure out 3 inches for the tail, and then I'm going to measure out 3/4 of an inch again to make a loop. So I'm going to make 5 3/4 inch loops. I have 3 extra beads onto this wire, so that's okay. I'm just going to remove it and undo the little loop, that little knot at the end. Don't poke yourself like I just did. Okay, and now we're going to twist the 2 ending tail wires together. Just slightly at the bottom, not too much. And if you notice, when you open up the loops, you will see that there is a hole right in the middle. The next component that we'll be making is for the petals. And I have the white beads strung onto wire here. I have 12 inches of white beads strung onto 24 inches of silver wire. And use my ruler again. And again, we're going to do a 3-inch tail here. And then for the loops, we'll be making 1.5 inches. Where's the half mark? Right over here. And with these loops, we'll be doing 8. now we are done with all 8 loops. I'm just going to shape it a little bit. Just kind of push it down a little bit so that it doesn't look all messy. Because when we made this, it's a bigger loop, so it looks kind of a mess. So, and you can shape, since it's wire, you can shape it however you want. Shape it just like this, gently. Or you can open it up like this. Okay, now I'm going to undo this loop over here. Remove the extra beads. Now we're going to twist the 2 ending tail wires together. Now we have the petals. The last component that we'll be making are the leaves. Our handy dandy ruler again. And I have 12 inches of green seed beads strung onto 20 inches of wire. Again, we're going to measure out the 3 inches for the tail. Take the beads and measure out 6 inches. I'm just going to make a loop. And with this, you just have to make sure that there are no bare wires, that you can't see any bare wires in between the beads. Hold on to this here, just make sure it's nice and tight. And again, use my little trick of putting this over your finger. Just twice. And let's do this again. 6 inches of wire. Enough beads. Okay, now twist twice again. And to shape the leaves, I'm just going to scrunch it up together and then twist it. And do the same for the other side. And I'm going to undo the loops here, or you can use wire cutters and cut it off too. Now we are ready to assemble. I have all the components here. First of all, let's take the center and insert that into the hole of the petals. Next, take all of that and insert that into the center of the calyx. The hole that we had there. And you might need to be patient just to get all the wires through that little hole. And not all the wires could have gotten in. Some of them just gone over. Okay. All right, we can do this. Okay. Now, take this and put your fingers kind of like in a scissors kind of way, and put the flower in between your fingers. You pull onto here, then you make sure that you know that it's tight, that everything is tightly together. and then twist. I'm using as little tools as possible, but if you have pliers, that might help you in twisting. Okay, next we're going to wrap the stem here with floral tape. Take the tape, stretch it out a bit. Wrap it around. The stretching of the tape makes it sticky. Okay, go down, wrap down about 2 inches, and then add your leaves here. And add it in and wrap it around. Go down about 1 inch or so. Now we're going to need to cut off this extra wire. You can use scissors if you don't have wire cutters, or you can use wire cutters. I'm going to use wire cutters. But scissors will also work if you cut the wires one at a time. Okay. And then finish wrapping it. Just kind of twisting it so that it's all sticky. If there's like a little bit of tail left, you can bend it. And it'll be sticky right onto the stem. And now the fun part is shaping the flower. If it doesn't look like how you want it initially, shape it the way that you want. I have a whole bunch of these daisies made, and I'm just going to put them together. So just arrange them how you make it. All I'm basically doing is just matching them up where the leaves end. But you can have some daisies lower and you can have some higher. Alright, now I'm going to take the floral tape just going to wrap all of the flowers together. Now you have a little bouquet. Now I'm going to plant this. I got this cute little owl pot. It is a succulent pot, but I'm going to put little daisies in them. Okay. I'm using some Crayola Model Magic clay. Now, traditionally, I would use floral clay, but they don't really sell them at the craft store anymore. I can't find them at either Joann's or Michael's. I can't find them. And they're kind of hard to work with, too. I like the Model Magic. You can get like a huge bag or a box. I got the bulk box at Michael's, and I used a coupon, so it was a pretty good deal. And it works. and it would just dry, just like the floral clay. You can't use it again like the floral clay, but I don't plan to use it again because it dries pretty hard. Another thing that you can probably do, which I haven't tried, but I think will most likely work, is if you make salt dough. It'll dry, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's just I haven't gotten around to trying it yet. Okay, see this little spot here? I'm going to fill that in with a little bit more of the clay. This cute little owl. Adorable. All right. Maybe a little bit less. And next, what I'm going to do is to add some moss in there. That's moss that I got at the craft store. Oh, this is really old. It's at least over 10 years old. I rarely use it. I don't use moss that much. Grab it out of there, and you can glue it on or you can just stuff it in. I'm just going to stuff it in. And do this. Here we go. Thanks for watching. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and you can also visit me at my website on beadfloral.com. If you like this video and would like to watch more, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.